McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hello everybody, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 4 of this NHL 20 Journeyman franchise mode, currently with the Winnipeg Jets. Today, guys, we are jumping into the 2021 NHL Playoffs. It's looking to be an exciting one here. We've got, we don't know who we're matched up against actually, but we did unfortunately fail some of our goals there with finishing first in the division and conference. We didn't do poorly, but we didn't do spectacular either. So our first round matchup is against the Chicago Blackhawks, and I'm pretty sure they've got a very good team. Yeah, they do. So very good top 6 on that team. I mean, I would say we've got a very good top 6 too. We don't have a 93, but we still got some high-rated players. My gosh, Duncan Keith at 37 is still absolutely insane. But besides that, like, they really don't have that much defense. What about their goaltending? Oh, man. You know what? This is a team that's going to beat us just because of the way NHL works. Like, that's annoying. Yeah, okay. So we're going to try to take these guys out. I mean, our defense completely, our back end just completely trumps their defense and their goaltending. Like, we've got way better players in those positions for sure. Like, look at this, man. Like, come on. And then, like, goaltending, like, we got Hellebuck, we got Sergachev, we got some really good players. We still got 2 90s in our top 6. We also got 87, 86, 85. Like, it's solid, man. So I'm hoping that +1 chemistry boost is going to be enough to kind of push us over the hump here and actually win a playoff series for once, because so far we have not done that in a season. So that would be a very nice start to this episode if we could actually beat the Chicago Blackhawks. But we're going to jump into the sim and see what we can get done. So obviously Chicago's got a very solid team. I actually need to check. I want to see where they finished in the standings. I think we did better than them, but I'm not entirely sure. So in the Central, no, we did not. We were actually the worst team because they had they only lost 22 games. That might be one of the lowest in the league. 22 losses is second lowest in the league, only to Philadelphia, and Philadelphia had an absolutely monster year. So that's a really good team right there in Chicago. So we're gonna see what we can do. Yes, I do want to simulate that. Sorry. So game 1. At Chicago, first period, up 2-1. That's a good sign. Up 3-1 after the second. Are we going to be able to pull this off? Laine scores right off the bat there. Like, first shift of the third period. So that's a very good start. Chicago brings one back. Brandon Saad. Man, that's a little bit worrisome, but we are just completely outshooting them right now. So that is a good sign. Can we just keep it going here? By the looks of it, we've got game 1 in hand here. We just straight up outplayed the Chicago Blackhawks. So, yeah, good win there to start. Lots of shots, 3 stars. Adam Lowry with a goal and an assist. Connor Hellebuck playing very solid in net to start. That's something we haven't really seen out of him so far. So, hopefully he can keep this up. Game 2, also in Chicago at the United Center. Let's see how period 1 goes. Down 2-1, down 3-2. Man, this third period is going to determine the game here. So if we can just, outplay Chicago, okay, we'll take a penalty. That's not great. Or 2. We killed it all off, though, so come on, boys. Don't make our penalty killers, don't let our penalty killers down. Like, they killed off the penalty for us. There we go. Tie it up 3-3. That's huge, especially on the road. So by the looks of it, we are heading to overtime. In overtime. Boom, right off the bat, we win it. Who scores? Alex Killorn on Mike Smith. Very, very good there from the Winnipeg Jets to get 2 road wins. A point or a goal and an assist for Alex Killorn. Mason Appleton also with a goal. I believe he got the game tying goal. So yeah, up 2-0 now against the Chicago Blackhawks as the road team. That is absolutely massive. So, game 3 now of the NHL 2021 playoffs. By the looks of it, we've got a stranglehold on the series, especially getting 2 road wins. That is absolutely massive. So, period 1, tied 1 apiece in Winnipeg. Period 2, the Blackhawks go up 2-1, man. That's not great. So, let's see how the third period plays out. We are out shooting them, so that means we should be able to get a goal here. But you never know. And they score. Brandon Saad scores from oh my gosh. Really? 4-1, Jonathan Taves as well. Alright, well, that's a big write-off of a game. My gosh. Talk about... Oh my. That's not impressive, boys. Who is in net? Because if that was Brossoit in net, that would explain it. But at the same time, we should still be able to defend a little bit better against that team. Like, my gosh. We just got thoroughly outplayed there. Yikes. So Hellebuck's still in net. He just did not play very well that last game. So we'll give him one more shot here on home ice. If he doesn't perform, we're throwing Brossoit in net. So we need this home win to take a stranglehold on the series. Otherwise, if we lose this game, well, then those 2 away wins mean absolutely nothing. So come on, guys. You can't give up 2 home games as well. So first period, down 3-1. Like, come on. Oh, my God. What is this game? I'm not even watching the 8-2. Like, come on. I can't stand it when NHL does that. Oh, yeah. You guys win 2 tight games? No, we're just going to have Chicago absolutely blow you out in the next 3. Right? Like, okay. First period in Chicago here. Tied 2 apiece. Of course, we go down 3-2 at the end of the second. And by the looks of it, we're going to blow yet another playoff series. Yep. Way to go, boys. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe just how bad our team... Hellebuck's not playing another game in the playoffs. I have to say. He's not touching the crease. Unless Brossoit lets in like 8 goals like he just did. Okay? So, yeah, no. Hellebuck's out. I almost want to scratch him at this point, honestly. I almost want to go down to the AHL and freaking pull up one of these goalies because that is how bad he's playing right now. Like, Connor, what are we paying you for? Because you're getting paid quite handsomely at $6.1 million a year, and you're not stopping shit. You're a freaking shooter tutor, to be honest. So yeah, no, facing elimination at home. We're throwing Brossoit in net. Brossoit better be in net, because if he's not, I'm going to be quite unimpressed. Why is Hellebuck in net, man? Why is Hellebuck in net? I did not put him in net. So after the first period, of course it's tied 1-1. We're definitely going to give up a goal on 14 shots. And 2-2 end of the second, man, I have to say, I have so many doubts with this team that I don't think they're going to get it done. I think they're going to be, yeah, see? They give up a goal right after. Like, they're not a championship caliber team. They're not even a first round caliber team. They're not good. Like, I can't believe how bad this team is doing, actually. They're going to give up a goal right here, too. Okay, well, we somehow escaped that one 4-3. Jack Roslovic being an absolute monster. But my God, like, you guys are up 2-0. You blow 3 games in a row, and now we're going back to Chicago for Game 7. Like, this has been such a roller coaster series that I don't know what to expect. Like, I can't say any line has played particularly well, but nobody's played awful either. Like, I don't know what to do here. 1 point in 4 games. So Trocheck's playing third line now because he just simply cannot score. Rosovic's got 3. Connor's got 4. Ehlers got 5. My gosh, this first line has not done anything either. So Nick Ehlers, we're going to throw him and Kyle Connor up. Okay, maybe not Kyle Connor. I guess not. I'm switching the lineup, man. Like, these guys, certain guys are performing really well. Other guys aren't playing at all. So we're going to go with like that for the defense. And, I mean, the game's going to put Hellebuck in no matter what I do. So, yeah. Game 7 in Chicago. This will determine whether or not we get to the draft today. So, up 2-1. Nice. That's very good. So 13 shots as well. Second period, we give up 2 goals. So it's tied 3-3 going into the third. Oh boy. Here we go. So, dead even game here, but we do get a power play goal from Mark Scheifele 6 minutes into the third period. Are we going to pull out another road win in this series? Or what's going to happen here? Because this has been absolutely ridiculous. I get the feeling Chicago's going to tie it up. And come on, let's go! So somehow we beat the Chicago Blackhawks on a Mark Scheifele power play goal. Top line came through and they had to, but my God, they had a terrible series still. So by the looks of it, we are going to be taking on who else but the St. Louis Blues? Second round. So Arizona and... Oh, never mind. Wait, how did that work? Okay, that's extremely strange. Usually the Pacific teams will play against the other Pacific team, but... I mean, hey, we'll take the Arizona matchup. They're definitely a weaker team, so... Yeah, I mean, they're not that weak a team. They still got Vesalainen. They still got some really good players in here, like Schmaltz, Keller, Kessel. I mean, Ekman Larsson's a monster. And who do they have in goal? Antti Ranta and Darcy Kemper. That's a very good goaltender tandem. But the other teams that made it through, I mean, St. Louis, obviously, but also the LA Kings. Holy crap, Drew Doughty, 94 rated. And yeah, like LA, I believe they're a pretty good team too, to be honest. And then, of course, there's the St. Louis Blues. So that, oh my gosh, Binnington, you absolute monster. And then the rest, yeah, the rest of their lineup's just sick too. Like, there's no question there. Robert Thomas is an awesome pick for them. Who else? They got a good team, man. They really have a good team. So, I thought we were going to be playing St. Louis for sure, but apparently not. Is that just on team rankings that they base the second round of the playoffs? Is that how that happened? Because if we look at the West, Chicago was the second best team. We knocked them out. We were the third best. And St. Louis was the 6th. So yeah, I guess they're just matching up the strongest teams against the weaker teams. So yeah, that's... The 7 and the 8 team got through. Wow. Wow. All right. We got a serious playoff series coming up here. Like, I mean, what was the score in the first round in these series? Because that is very intriguing for me. Arizona just absolutely stomped Nashville. My gosh. Looking at the West, there was 2 sweeps. Philly and Boston both get through clean. Tampa went to 7 with Toronto, and New York went to 5 with Pittsburgh. Okay, so we got some interesting playoff matchups coming up here. So I do believe we are the only Canadian team left as well, but first time making it to round 2 of the playoffs, and yeah, it's exciting. So here we go. Game 1 of round 2 at home versus the Arizona Coyotes. First period, up 2-0. Goals from Heinola and Scheifele. Arizona gets one back at the end of the second there. Phil Kessel on Hellebuck. And let's see how the third period goes. Can we hold this 1-goal lead, or what's going to happen? So, fortunately, we get a goal there. It was from Alex Killorn. So that is huge. Alex Killorn has been our playoff performer so far. He's been absolutely fantastic, getting a point in almost every game we've played. And, yeah, no, that's a very good home win there against the Arizona Coyotes. I don't know what else we should have been expecting. Like, we are on paper a better team than Arizona, so we have to just keep playing that way, and we will be through to the conference finals. Yeah, as you can see, Alex Killorn, 7 points in 6 games. He scored 7 points in 8 games. He scored 6 goals already. That is fantastic. St. Louis beat LA in game 1, going into game 2, 1-1 off the end of the first, still tied 1 apiece at the end of the second. How is this third period going to go? So we get a power play. Oh, man, we didn't score on it. That hurts. Come on, you got to put one in here. 2 power plays, missed chances, man. But we are outplaying Arizona completely. We've got them pinned in their end. Sergachev finally gets one. But we give a goal up right after. Oh, no. Ekman Larsson proving to be clutch for his team. And we hit overtime, killing a penalty. So how long is this going to last? That's the real question. 33-22 on shots. We miss the third power play of the game. That's terrible, man. Like, come on. Power play for Arizona. They don't capitalize on it. And then they finally get the game winner in almost double overtime. Oliver Ekman-Larsson scores 2 goals on our team. That is not okay. We can't be letting defense get that many points on us. Nick Ehlers leading the team now 9 points in 9 games. That's a tough loss at home to Arizona. So going into game 3 against Arizona, we take a 1-0 lead on the road off the first period. A lot of goals in the second to a team, so we still lead 3-2, completely outshooting the Coyotes by 13 shots in total. And third period coming up, man. Of course we give a goal up. Travis Hamonic, like, that's all that Arizona has, is just a bunch of defenders. They don't have much offense. We fortunately got a goal back there. But my gosh, like, come on, guys. You can't have defensive breakdowns like that against other teams. So 4 minutes left in the third. Are we going to pull off this 1-goal victory? And we do get an empty netter, so it's going to be a 2-goal win. Josh Morrissey getting the empty netter. And who else had goals in the third there? Connor Fisher as well. So that was huge for us there. We now lead the series 2-1 on the road. Alex Killorn, 7 goals in 10 games. Who else? LA actually just won the last 2 games of their series, so they are up now 2-1 against St. Louis. Going into Game 4 at the Arizona Arena, tied 1-1 after the first. We go up 3-1 from goals from Lowry and Trocheck after the second, only outshooting the Coyotes by 1 shot on net. And let's see how the third goes here. Power play for Arizona. We kill it. We get a power play. We don't capitalize on it. We actually got 2 power plays there. Man, that's tough. And then Arizona puts one back in the net to give themselves hope in this game. They are out shooting us, but Scheifele puts a puck in the net to pretty much wrap this game up. We win it 5-2 off a Scheifele goal and then a Laine empty netter. 5-2 win. We are 1 win away now from the conference finals. That's massive. And by the looks of it, Philly's already through to the conference finals. They are just an absolute powerhouse of a team. Tampa and Boston tied 2 apiece, and LA and St. Louis also tied 2 apiece. Heading home for Game 5. Do we get the victory here at home in front of our fans? Up 1-0, or not up 1-0, tied 1 apiece after 1. We go down 4-1 after 2. Oh man, that is absolutely terrible. Okay, we need some big performance here, boys. I don't think they can score 3 goals in a period, to be honest. But you never know. Hockey's hockey. We get 1 back. Come on, boys, just keep firing shots. That's what we need. I don't see it happening. That's just too many goals. It's too big a deficit, and 5 minutes left. We might get 1 back, but I don't see it happening. And yeah, we lose that one 4-2 at home. Tough loss. We still lead the series, but my gosh, we need to bury this series. We can't go messing around like that. So, can we please get a win on the road again? That would be huge. Man, Arizona Arena is tough to play in, but we start off the first period with a goal from Brian Little. Second period, we give up 2 goals, of course. That's how the game's consistently worked, is that when we have a lead, we consistently blow it. Hey? Like, what happened there? Like, come on. That's another goal against. This game's out of reach, and we're not going to win it. Like, 4-1, I'm skipping. I don't care. I could see our team was not performing. I don't even want to watch that. Like, I think it's time to shuffle the lines again, guys. When we lose that many freaking games in a row, that's not okay. I'm going to try Trocheck back up on the second line again, see if he can get anything done, because, my gosh, we are not getting things done when we need to. And Ehlers hasn't scored since the end of the second round, I'm pretty sure, end of the first round. Man, this is not good enough numbers from our team. So we're going to try the Connor, Scheifele, and Fisher line again and see if they can get it done in this Game 7 of the playoffs of Round 2, or are we going to blow a lead to the Arizona Coyotes? I mean, I wouldn't be upset if Arizona got through. It's just that us and them are the only 2 teams who haven't won a cup out of the remaining 8. So it's too bad that they didn't get matched up against LA, because that would have been better as far as the goal of this series goes. But we need to knock them out. We need to win right now with Winnipeg, because this is starting to drag on. And 4 episodes in, man, we need to start finding some success. Tied 1 apiece after the first. We are at home. We should have the advantage. And there you go. 2 goals from Patrick Laine. About time he kind of clutched up here, because honestly, we haven't seen that enough from him so far. And Scheifele puts another one away. 3 goals should be enough, but you never know. It's hockey. Clayton Keller gets one back right away. That is worrisome. They get a power play. No goal there. That is huge. Come on, boys. We're only getting outshot by 2 or 3, but we got that 2-goal lead. And we're through to the conference finals. That was a scary series, man. I thought we were going to lose. Like, again, that was just too close. Way too close. So who are we going to be facing in the conference finals? Who else but the St. Louis Blues, the one team that knocked us out like 2 years in a row. We already took a look at St. Louis. Actually, I don't know who else made it through. Who else is through to the conference finals? I know Philly is, and so is Tampa. Okay. So we're down to our last 4 teams now, and we are one of those 4. So, looking through the list here, the first team that pops up is Philadelphia. Obviously, they're a powerhouse. They're playing Nolan Patrick on the 4th line. Okay. Their defense is sick. And Carter Hart's probably the best goalie left in the playoffs. Looking at St. Louis, man, they're a really good team too, I have to say. Like, we are going to struggle. Binnington's 89 rated. He's got to be right. Actually, you know what? Vasilevsky might actually be the best out of this whole group. But Tampa, very solid top 6. I don't know why Chris Versteeg's in there over like Tyler Johnson, but whatever. And I mean, we traded Bufflin to the Lightning, and as you can see, their defense is quite strong. But Vasilevsky is actually the highest rated goalie in the playoffs. Every single team remaining in the playoffs has an 88 rated or higher starting goaltender. That's just crazy. Alex Killorn, 12 points in 14 games for our team. He's been pretty solid. And here we go. The conference finals against the St. Louis Blues. We have home ice advantage. That should prove to be a factor, but you know what? Out of the last 2 series I've watched, home ice advantage doesn't have anything to do with team success. So, 7 games. I don't know if we're going to go to 7. We might get knocked out in 4. We might win in 4. It's hockey. You never know. So, game 1 of the conference finals against our rival St. Louis Blues. First period, tied 0 apiece. Second period, we give up a goal from Ryan O'Reilly. Can we get it back in the remaining 20 of game 1? We give up some penalties, and St. Louis does not convert. That is huge, but they are completely outshooting us right now. And there's the second one, Oscar Sundqvist. You can't give up that many shots without having some kind of breakdown. Killorn brings it back. Come on, man. Can we get one more? Please. Oh, it's not happening. It's just not happening. And we lose game 1 at home 2-1 to St. Louis. You can't get outshot that heavily. That's not okay. Like, that's not good enough. So I'm going to shuffle the lines because I know how good a team St. Louis is. And they're not going to give us a glimpse of hope if we keep playing the way we just did. So, like that maybe? I think we're just going to keep the lines like that. Oh, man. It's tough to watch because we know how good the St. Louis team is. We've been knocked out by them last year. And I don't want to see that again. I would very much prefer to just actually have a decent series and compete. Because Connor Hellebuck letting in 3 goals a game is way too much. I think I'm going to try Laurent Brossoit in for 1 game. So, Tampa actually went up against Philly 1-0. I don't think Philly had actually dropped a game before that, or maybe they did, but it was like 1 game. So, where is he? Hellebuck is going to be sitting this game because, you know, we can't afford all the goals against. So we're going to give Brossoit a shot at the St. Louis Blues, see what he can do. Period 1, we're up 2-0. That's what I like to see. Trocheck and Connor getting goals on Binnington. End of the second, we're up 3-0. That is a huge performance there. Let's keep it going, boys. That is massive. Look at the shots. We're out shooting them by 20. But, of course, they still get a goal. That's how the game works. So, power plays, both missed there by each team. St. Louis is pushing back hard, man. They really are. They got their shots up by, I think, 15 or 10 that period. Like, that's a lot. But, by the looks of it, we are going to hold on, tie the series up 1-1. Big goals there from Scheifele, Connor, and Trocheck. And Laurent Brossoit has himself a game, only letting in 1 goal on 28 shots or something like that. It was a lot. So, heading to St. Louis, we actually got to look at the draft class here. And I don't think you guys have really seen much of it here. So, Atu Radi is a high elite. And by the looks of it, he's NHL ready too. But there's a lot of good players in this draft. There's elites all the way down to, by the looks of it, the 10th pick. So we might pursue a guy like Peltola or somebody like that. There's a couple good-looking players in here that I would very much like to get for Winnipeg here. But, I mean, if we win with Winnipeg, then we're looking to move teams. Like, that's how this series works. So, I'm thinking way too soon. We have to actually get through St. Louis before we even get to the finals. And by the looks of it, Tampa's just crushing Philadelphia right now. So, I'm not sure if the AI has kept Brossoit in net. They should have, because he played so well. But nope, they wanted to put Hellebuck in again, and I don't trust him. So, we're going to put Brossoit in net, see if he can produce a similar result to last game. We are on the road, so this is going to be interesting. First period, up 2-1. That's huge. We give up another goal, but we score 2 more, so up 4-2, end of the second. Is this sustainable? Are we going to be able to win this game, or is St. Louis going to come back? So, by the looks of it, we are just slightly out shooting St. Louis right now by 2 to 3 shots. And, I mean, the time's running down quick, so that's a good sign that they haven't... Brandon Peary. Nice. Okay, Nick Ehlers seals the deal there with just under a minute left. Jalmerson buries the empty netter. And we get a huge road win there against the St. Louis Blues. Man, this series is way too close, I have to say. Like, I'm not playing any of these games as well. I just remember that, guys. So Brossoit did let in 3 goals in that game, but I don't think we played very well in front of him. The team overall is getting the wins when they need to. So I'm going to keep throwing Brossoit in until we lose one here. And, I mean, that might be this game. We are playing away again in St. Louis. How does period 1 go? We're down 1-0. That's too bad to see. End of period 2, down 2-1. Is this gonna be a comeback, or are we just going to let St. Louis walk away with a 2-1 win? Doesn't look like it. Jack Roslovic. Oh, come on. Vince Dunn gets the lead right after. Come on, boys. We need another goal. I know you can get one. Come on. Oh, I don't think that's happening. And we lose that game 3-2. Very, very close game. Just 1 goal apart. Of course, Vince Dunn scores like a minute after we do. So, way to really get our hopes up there. We are heading back home for game 4 here, or game 5 against Winnipeg. Looks like Philly did pick a game off of the Tampa Bay Lightning. But man, these are some good series here, I have to say. So, St. Louis beat us 2 years in a row. Is it finally our turn to get them back? Yes, it is. Come on. We are up 1-0 heading into the third. You boys gotta pull a win out here. This is just too big of a game to lose. Oh my gosh, you guys suck on the power play. That was a shorthanded goal, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is stressful now. We're heading to overtime. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Overtime, game 5 versus St. Louis. This is the TSN turning point of the entire series right here. How's it gonna go? Power play? Make them pay. Come on. Oh, man. We're heading to double overtime. Oh my God. I'm just sitting here holding my breath, guys, because I don't know how this series is going to go. And St. Louis gets the win. Of course they do. Double overtime. 45 shots. And 1 goal. And 1 goal. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Where is our scoring? Like, really? We just had no scoring at all. Okay, I get how contracts work. Please stop. It's not like we really have any players that we can bring up that are going to make a difference either. Like, we have to go with the team we have. Like, that's all we can do. And, I mean, we're down 2-1. Or down 2-1. Down 3-2. I get the feeling this might be it for Winnipeg here this season. I don't see them going any farther than this, unfortunately, because they are a very good team. I'm very impressed with how they've been playing. But I just don't know if this series is meant to be. I don't see us really changing much in this lineup. I'm going to try Heinola up top again, see how this goes. Oh, man, I'm like... I'm worried about our team. Hellebuck only let in 2 goals. Like, it wasn't like he let in 5 or 6 or 8 goals. No, he let in 2 goals in 5 periods. Like, you guys just have to play better in front of him. By the looks of it, Tampa finally gets through to the final. And St. Louis, man... Is St. Louis about to go back to back to back? Because that is ridiculous. So, Game 6. We're facing elimination. We are on the road. We get up 2-1 on the road. Killorn and Scheifele both get markers. Tarasenko does put one away against Hellebuck. End of the second, it's still tied 2 apiece. Or 2 apiece. It's still 2-1 for us. And we get up 3-1. Ville Heinola getting a huge goal on the road against St. Louis. We came to play tonight, man. 30-plus shots already, and we're only halfway through the third. Keep it going. Keep it going, boys. This 2-goal lead is a nice little buffer, and that's going to prove to be too much for St. Louis in Game 6. Oh, man, we are heading to another 7-game series. Every single one so far has been a 7-game series. This has been the toughest road that we could have possibly taken. Alright guys, so heading into Game 7, this has been a ridiculously tough road to anywhere. We haven't even gotten success yet. We need to win the conference finals here. So, oh boy, St. Louis is a good team, man. They're up 2-0, of course. And we get back 3 goals in the second period. I haven't seen our team do that all season. Of course, St. Louis ties it right after. Power play, boys, come on. We need to win this. We're out shooting them. Why aren't we outscoring them? Like, that should just be a given, but it's not. And we're heading over. You know what, guys? I can't pass this opportunity up. I know it's on all-star difficulty, and I normally just play on pro. We're playing. We're playing it. It's overtime. It's 1 goal. I'm going to grind. I'm going to be trying so hard. And let's see if the gameplay can bring us some success here to go to the Cup Finals. All right, here we go. Game 7, overtime in Winnipeg. Man, this is scary. Nice pass to Ehlers. He's going to cut in. Nice shot. Nice save. So, man, like, we're not going to get very much better chances than that. That's a very nice shot. Let's go, boys. 3-on-2. Connor. Oh, my God, Binnington. You... Ah! I can't believe we did not... not only that, but they had such good chances on that power play. And Laine doesn't get a shot off. Oh, my God. Overtime 1. Still no difference. And we got a power play for like 17 seconds here. So let's see what we can do. You poke check once, the guy falls. Like, go away already. Roslovic all by yourself, buddy, and let's go! Oh my gosh. 5-on-3, shorthanded, OT Game 7 winner, man. Jack Roslovic. Oh my God. That's the most unrealistic goal ever, but you know what? When a St. Louis player breaks his stick, you got to take the opportunity. And, Stanley Cup Finals, baby. Stanley Cup Finals. Mark Scheifele, not going to touch it here. I mean, that's always the animation, to be honest, but still. It took us 21 games to get through. 21. That is absolutely ridiculous how many games we've had to play here. But, you know what? That's something else. That is something else, man. Look at the shots, hits. What a game. Double overtime. And we're moving on. Like, holy crap. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, that is 21 games just to meet up with Alex Killorn's old team in the Stanley Cup Finals. Oh, my gosh. And not only that, not just Killorn, but also Sergachev. Oh, my gosh. This is a crazy good matchup, crazy good team. Hedman's freaking 92 rated. Yeah, so this is going to be a tough series to say the least. But we're still going. We're still alive. Obviously, Tampa is the better team here. There's no question. But they also had a better season, so they are going to be playing with home ice advantage. After these playoff series, guys, I honestly no longer believe in home ice advantage just because of how the games have gone. So, let's see how we can do in Tampa. Period 1, down 1-0, Kucherov gets a goal. Period 2, down 2-1, Palat scores, but so does Laine. Let's see if we can tie it up in the third. And we give up a power play goal, of course. Come on. You got to make them pay on the power play, and if you can't, we are going to lose this series. That's 2 power play goals from Kucherov. Kucherov had a power play hat trick. Big frickin' whoop. So, game 1, big fat L. You have to score on power plays. I think that's the only thing we can take from that. That was brutal. So, game 1's a big discard. It would be nice to not lose 3 games to Tampa, but you know what? I get the feeling we might lose 4 pretty quick. So, period 1, down 1-0 again, and that's a write-off. Wow. Wow. You have to be absolutely joking, man. So you're telling me St. Louis would have done better than us here? Like, really? Come on. Come on, man! Tampa's not that good! I don't even want to watch this, man. Thank you. Wow. Look who finally showed up to play. About time we blow these mothers out. Like, God. They're not that good, man. We just have to actually play our game. Okay? Okay, guys. So, yeah, we're down. We're pretty much out. We're pretty much out. Like, we got to win. I appreciate that. But game 5, man, I just don't see anything happening here. Yeah, like, we're down. Down 1-0 end of the second. Down 2-0. That's going to wrap it up. We're not scoring 2 goals. Yeah. I'll jump in and play half the period, but that's more just to see the cup celebration than to win the game, because I don't think I'm scoring 2 goals against this Tampa team. Vasilevsky's really good. All right. So let's get this over with pretty much. I mean, I would love to score a goal or two. Like, come on. It's plays like that where I'm just like, okay, NHL, smarten up. Oh, nice one, Tanev. Hey. See, guys, like, that's what I mean by Kucherov can score at will. Like, it's just one-timer, and he's always going to hit the net. Like, I want to throw up after watching that one because it's just so disgustingly gross. So there you go. Tampa wins the cup. I'm not watching any of that because, you know, NHL. All right, so we fail our Winnipeg Journeyman Challenge at attempt 1 at the cup, but I mean, good run. You can't play 21 games in the first 3 rounds and expect to win the final. Like, that's too much. So, yeah, fat 4-1 loss there to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And, well, whatever. The Scranton Penguins win the AHL. And, well, whatever. Whatever. You know, our team performed pretty well. But, yeah. Carolina wins the franchise defense. They're the team that really needs a franchise defenseman. Hey, yeah, no, come on. That's too bad to see, man. Like, Vegas was the worst team. They could have had the franchise defenseman. Man, too bad. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up this episode. Real fun playoff run for the most part, but yeah, just disappointing in the end. I mean, that's Tampa Bay. I can't believe we got blown out that many times, though. I thought our defense was a little bit better than that, so maybe we'll pursue some defenders, do something along those lines. And doesn't look like any coaches retire for us. And, yeah, I mean, draft's coming up to start next episode, I guess, because that's all we really can do. And, yeah, you can see you got some really good players in the system, but not good enough to win the cup by the looks of it. So, yeah, unfortunate, but good run. So, anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up this 2021 season and the playoffs. We got to do the draft next episode, but that is going to be it for episode 4. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, go down below. Subscribe to the channel if you actually stayed and watched the whole video. This was a long video with the playoff run. Yeah, and, you know, leave a like on the video, comment, do all that good stuff. That's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya.